You are listening to episode 7 of the Sustainable Living for the Family, Health, and Home podcast. Today, we are talking about 15 things that my family and I no longer buy in order to provide for us sustainability, money savings, and just wise financial planning skills that anyone can do. Hey, this is Dr. Monique Adu, a pediatrician turned homeschool mom and keeper of my home. Welcome to my podcast, Sustainable Living for the Family, Health, and Home. In this podcast, we are going to be talking about all things sustainability and always striving to live our best in terms of the life-giving practices that we can do to build longevity and to fulfill our purpose in life. We are going to be talking about things concerning our family, home, gardening, homeschooling, health, nutrition, and so much more. I'm so glad you're here. Cost savings is so very important when it comes to sustainability and keeping our home running and functional. And that is so important for us. We also want to make sure we're not making a big footprint in this world. We want to use what we have in a wise and sustainable way so that it can keep on serving us and be used in ways that are far-reaching and not just short-lived or having for us to spend continual amounts of money trying to buy again and again. So here are the 15 things that we don't buy anymore. The first one is bread. Bread is so important. It is a staple of life throughout all cultures and all people throughout our world. It is really what can provide a large amount of sustenance and nutrition. And whole grains especially are wonderful to use to make your bread and do it yourself in your home so that you don't have to buy these store-bought breads that are often very refined with added chemicals. I'm going to leave some links to some of the things I'm talking about. I have a new channel called Sustainable Sourdough and Grains where we go into all the things you can do with whole grains, sourdough, and all the nutritional benefits that it provides. Making yourself your own homemade bread is not only delicious, it's going to save you money and protect your health, because those breads, those white breads on the shelves are not healthy for us. They have been greatly refined. The germ and the bran have been taken away, which is where much of its nutrients resides, and then we're left with this white starch and protein filled product that they then have to enrich to put back what was lost, and not even large amounts of what was lost. Not even a quarter is put back. So making our own bread is so cost saving and definitely something that we all can easily do. Number 2, I don't buy yeast anymore because now we make our own sourdough, which provides you with your own continual supply of leavening agent. So you don't ever have to go out and buy yeast again. And I know some of us remember when the pandemic hit, everyone was running out to buy their bread and bread products and baking goods, and yeast was amongst those products that were hard to find because everyone was running out and buying. But when you make your own sourdough, you don't ever have to worry about buying the yeast again. You are set. You have a continual and nutritious supply of leavening agent that you can continually use to make delicious baked goods. Number 3, we do not subscribe to cable. We do not have any cable subscriptions that really take out a big chunk out of our pocket. Honestly, you can save so much money if you add up how much cable subscriptions cost per year. You can use this to pay down your debt or use it for something else that is more worthwhile than paying for cable subscriptions that have all these different things that are being shown that are honestly not even helpful much of the time. Much of the time there's so many different options, different shows that you can watch, and you're not even watching even a quarter or a half of them. So why not put your money in a better place and also safeguard your home from shows and media that are not even healthy or morally uplifting for yourself and your children. So no cable subscriptions here. The next thing would be we are not buying any body lotions or creams because we make it ourselves. I have a really nice recipe for body balm. I'll go ahead and link it, as I mentioned before, for some of the things that we are making ourselves so that you can do it yourself. The body balm is rich in essential oils and organic ingredients that keep your body moisturized, smelling great, and is so healthy for you. Your skin is amongst one of the largest organ systems of your body, and whatever you put on your skin is readily absorbed. So using something that's safe and cost effective is such a good choice. Next, we're not buying any deodorant because we're also making that ourselves with organic materials and essential oils that keep you fresh and save you money, also preventing you from using products that can be absorbed into your skin through your armpits, which are very highly porous. You don't want to absorb aluminum and all these other things that are often put in the commercial products. So make your own deodorant. Next up, we don't buy any cleaning products in particular, things to clean down the kitchen, countertops. You can make this yourself. Just get some simple vinegar, essential oil, and a few drops of your dish liquid, and you are all set. It cleans very well, and depending on the essential oils that you put in it, you can really have your home smelling so very fresh. This can also be used for your bathroom, for your floors, all these multi-purpose uses that you can gain, and is at a fraction of the cost. Next up is lip balm. Also another one that we make ourselves using things like almond oil, essential oil, a little bit of beeswax, and a few other things. So very easy to do, and you're avoiding having to purchase chapsticks and all these lip balms that you see in the store, spending your dollars every month. You don't need to. Next up is fabric softener and dryer sheets. If you can get yourself some wool dryer balls, you can really knock two birds with one stone, because not only do the dryer balls help to dry your clothes evenly and efficiently, but it also adds some softening power to your laundry. You can also again use some vinegar in your washing machine to help soften your clothes as well, so that you avoid the chemicals that come in your fabric softener that you don't want to remain on your skin, because these things linger in your clothing and then absorbed into your skin. And if you have sensitive skin, this is definitely an easy thing that you can do to help to keep your skin healthy and save you money. Next up is commercial snacks. If you have children, you know how important it is to have healthy and nutritious snacks available. But buying those snacks from outside, they are filled with preservatives, high sodium, high sugar, dyes that honestly nobody should have, let alone children with developing bodies and minds. Making your own snacks is so very helpful. We make things like scones, muffins, crackers, and so much more. You can do it too to save yourself so much money. Next up is yogurt. We have recently made our very own delicious yogurt, and now we do it in cycles every week. It is so much better than store-bought yogurt. There are no additives in there, and you get that wonderful probiotic effect that is so healthy for your gut every week, with really honestly just pennies. All you need is just your favorite plant-based as oats you can use it from, or you can do almond milk, whichever you choose, and then you need your probiotic. I do it in the Instapot, and that makes life very simple. Simple ingredients, and you know what you're putting in your body. Next up are paper plates. We don't buy these things because we have a set of dishware and plates that we use continuously. You just have to go ahead and dedicate that time to get it washed, but you're not having to buy paper plates every week that you're going to go ahead and throw away, which is also not so good in terms of wanting to leave a small impact in the world. We want to save paper and things of this nature, so avoiding paper plates, cups, and the like is so very wise to do. Next up is bug spray. We make it ourselves. We use essential oils that have a specific characteristic of repelling insects, such as ginger, lavender, oregano, clove, things like that. You can whip up yourself, put it in your little pump or spray bottle, and you're set, saving you money and avoiding the chemicals that are often accompanying these insect sprays. Next up is coffee. Now I know many people love their cup of coffee, but it has its own issues. It is addictive. It has that caffeine in it. Even decaffeinated coffee has its own issues too, in terms of where it's sourced from and all these things, sometimes even giving people headaches once they stop drinking it. So one alternative that I have found is dandelion tea. It has that flavor of coffee that you're used to, but it doesn't have the same side effects, and it definitely is way cheaper. I get mine from Azure Standard, and I'll leave that link below. If you haven't heard of Azure Standard, they're a family-owned company with a multiple array of organic, non-GMO, and healthy, very well-sourced products, from home to gardening, produce, and so many more things. Go ahead and check them out if you haven't, and you can use my link below. And the final one is multiple shoes for each and every outfit. Now ladies, I know many of us like to have those cute pair of shoes, but do you really need to have so many especially if you are someone that wants to save money and you want to live a cost-effective life. What I do is I get very good pairs of shoes that go with multiple outfits, and they are long lasting, they are well made. So what we do is buy things that are well made so that you don't have to continuously buy them. Don't buy the shoes that squeeze your toes and leave you uncomfortable. Buy the well-made shoes that are neutral in their palette of color and ones that you can wear with multiple of your wardrobe. That way you're saving money and you have your shoes to be worn year after year. I have shoes in my closet that have been here and ready for me from years and years ago, and they are holding on strong because they are well made. So think about that, buying well-made products, not buying multiples. Maybe 3 or so pairs is good, and that way you have your comfortable pair of shoes and you're not spending tons and tons of money on trying to accommodate every single outfit that you have. Thank you so much for listening and joining me in on this podcast. Please leave a review below so that others can hear about a podcast that you have found value in and enjoy. You can follow me on my website at www.drmoniqueadu.com, as well as my YouTube channel, Sustainable Living for Family, Health, and Home.